Namaskar. You all are again welcome to the 52 National Safety Week, and today our topic is about occupational health hazard. In the last sessions, we have discussed so many things about the celebration of National Safety Week. In most of the organization and industries, this National Safety Week is celebrated with so many quiz competitions, extemporary competitions, so many dramas, poster competitions, slogan competitions. So, in this chapter, we'll discuss about the occupational health hazard. First, what is hazard? Hazard is basically the accident or the phenomenon where there is a potential to cause harm. And risk is basically the calculated hazards or calculated risk of the hazard. So in occupational health hazard, we'll see the types of hazards to keep the workplace safer. Basically, Occupational Safety and Health Administration categorized the hazards in six main domains. So as per OSHA, there are six types of hazards: physical hazards, chemical hazards, biological hazards, ergonomical hazards, work organization hazard, and safety hazards. We will discuss one by one, and there are also electrical hazards, psychological hazard, which are coming in these six categories. How? We'll explain in the next slide. So first, physical hazard. We'll see what is physical hazard. Basically, the type of hazard which can harm you even though you are not touching it. Means it is such type of hazard which is nearby you, though whether you touch it or not, it will definitely harm you. Like the best example is radiation. How? Because whenever you do the x-ray or a radiography test of the boiler tubes, there is a x-ray which can harm you. So that's why it is always recommended that if there is any x-ray or radiography test, you should be at least 100 meters apart from the job. So the radiation is the hazard which can harm you if you are staying nearby it. Then you see high noise. You see, this is the symbol of radiation. In so many organization, when there is a quiz competition, such type of question also arise, that the symbol denotes radiation hazard. Second physical hazard is high noise. You see, high noise, when you stay nearby such equipments or machineries where there is a noise level is more than 85-90 decibels, then there is a risk of losing your hearness. So you can see the symbol, the high noise area, such type of symbols, such type of signals basically uh, keep in the area where there is a machine running with high noise. So high noise is also a physical hazard. You see extremely high temperature and extremely low temperature. This is also physical hazard. Extremely high temperature signal is this one, and extremely low temperature, you see the sign is like this. And also other physical hazards are like sunlight, because there are infrared red or UV rays coming from the sunlight which can harm you. And these are the categories of physical hazards basically. So next we'll see the chemical hazard. This is the second type of hazard, occupational health hazard. Chemical hazards, basically such type of hazard which can be happened due to the handling, storage, transportation, usage of any chemicals or any toxic substance. So such type of hazard can be termed as chemical hazards. So which can harm you even though you are not touching it, because if there is a leakage of chlorine gas, ammonia gas, definitely it will harm you. So in the companies there are some detection for the leakage of chlorine or ammonia. There are some sirens, so you should know all about this. And we'll see here the examples of chemical hazards are any kind of acid, flammable fluids, pesticides, carbon monoxides, cleaning agents, and any type of chemicals, alkalis. So any chemical or carbon monoxide, flammable fluids can be categorized in chemical hazard. You see some of the signs of the, this is the corrosive chemical hazard. The signage is like this, and if there is chemical hazard then the signage is this one. And for chemical storage there are also some signage. Whenever you see such type of sign, definitely you should know that there are some chemicals being stored, so you should not go near this. And you see here the chemical hazard is very dangerous. Whenever we are using the chemical, you have to see the data sheet of the chemical. In the material safety data sheet, the instruction for handling, for storage, for transportation, for usage of all these chemicals are given. So you have to go thoroughly prior to use the chemicals. So next one is the biological hazards. You see, corona is the best example of this. Such type of hazard basically caused due to the bacteria, virus, pesticides, fungi, due to some plants, animals, whichever is nearby you and which can impact your health is the biological hazard. So the best example are virus, bacteria, fungi, bioactive substances, and your toxin from biological sources. So these are the examples of biological hazards. You see the signage of biological hazard is this one. So you should know all these because you can face this type of questions in any of the interview or any of the quiz competitions. So next one we'll see is the ergonomical hazards. You know, this is most critical because we every day doing such type of jobs which can harm us due to whatever the job we are doing, due to some bad posture whenever we are sitting in front of a computer and doing the work, but our posture is not right, our hand position is not right, our back position is not right, then it can lead to ergonomical hazards. Whenever you are lifting an object which is too heavy and you are lifting is again and again, or you can do any job repeatedly, then this is such type of hazard is ergonomical hazard. So basically these type of hazards are caused due to the action of your body, due to bad posture, due to doing a type of job for a long time, doing a job repetitively, then this is called ergonomical hazard. So the best example is sitting or standing in an awkward position, doing a job repetitively. So You see, the signage of ergonomical hazards are this one. First one, you see, lifting a object, heavy object, it can directly lead to a crack in your backbone, cramp in your backbone. So you should avoid such type of work. Then you see, doing work in front of computer, but the posture is not good. Such type of hazards nowadays is very common. If you doing such type of work in front of computer for a long period, if you are doing, then definitely you have to consult a physiotherapy doctor. So you see, these are the signs of ergonomical hazards. Now we see the work organization hazard. Everybody is doing the work in the office or organization. They must aware about such type of hazards, because these type of hazards are caused due to the terrible elements available in the workplace. That terrible elements may be your boss, maybe your colleagues, maybe the working condition. So we'll see here, these type of hazards are caused due to the awful, terrible elements available in the workplace. So, for example, the best example is that the sexual harassment. The organization where male, female both are working, there is a chance of sexual harassment. But the organization policies are written in such a manner that people definitely are not doing such type of harassment. Then workplace violence. You can see the mental pressure due to job load. If you are doing job every day 8 hours and your boss said that no, you should do the job 12 hours every day, and the workload is also very high, then there is a severe mental pressure. So this is also called the work organization hazard. Mental pressure due to respect also. How? Because you see, if you are senior and your juniors are not behaving with you properly, then definitely it hurts you. Then in such condition, your mental pressure is more. Then discrimination. Whenever there is a discrimination, that may be due to salary, maybe due to position, maybe due to workload. If any discrimination is there in between two or more employees, then definitely there is a dissatisfaction. So whenever you are doing work in any organization, you should not compare with others, because whenever you compare means, then your job satisfaction will not be there. But good companies, you see the MNCs, they are the working culture there, the employees salaries and positions, their experience, all are in a good sequence. So definitely such companies work organization hazards are very less. And now we see the signage. You see, this is the signage for sexual harassment. This is stop workplace violence. Then the most important types of work organization hazard is the mental pressure. See, this is the signage for mental pressure hazard. Now we see the sixth type of hazard as per OSHA's is safety hazard. As we already discussed about the physical hazard, chemical hazard, ergonomical hazards, workplace hazard, safety hazard. What is safety hazard? any condition or any act which having a potential of to injure any worker is called safety hazard. Means in organization there is any work which can harm you or the employee or the environment or the you can see the property, then this is known as the safety hazards. The examples are, it may be height work, confined space, doing any work with welding machines, cutting machines, use of any grinding machines, or climb on a highly steep stair. You know, the stair inclination must be around 75% with the horizontal, and the steps of the stairs must be good enough so that if anybody wants to climb up or down must be feeling comfortable while going up or down. So this is also known as safety hazard. You see, use of grinding machine. The grinding machine speed is more than 12,000 rpm, so which is a very vital tool used in the most of the industries. So as the speed is very high, if we are using the grinding machine without checking the grinding wheels or the machines, or without checking the check nut which tighten the cutting wheel or grinding wheel, then there is a serious accident. Chance of accident is more. So you have to much more careful whenever you are using AG4, AG5 or AG7 type of grinding or cutting machines. You see the sign is, this is the sign is whenever you are working with a rotating machine. You see, this is very critical because whenever you are approaching towards a rotating machine, you should be much more careful that your shirt, your dress should not go inside the matching parts or rotating parts. Or whenever you are doing the work, you should be much more careful. That's why it is advisable that you should protect with the guards whenever there is a where there is a coupling, you should protect it with coupling guards. You see, this is the height work. You see, this person is wearing a full body harness whenever is going to do the work at a height more than 1.8 meter. If you are doing any work above 1.8 meter, you have to take the height permit. You see, this is the sign is for welding job. The welder, when doing the welding, prior to that, he or she must inspect the welding machine, welding cable, welding torch, and he must be wearing the full body protection safety devices so that the welding spatter should not harm him. So this is all about the 6 types of hazards, occupational health hazards, which is well described here with so many examples and signage. Now, finally, we see some of the frequently asked question and its answer of hazards related to occupational safety hazards. The first question is the hazard where there is no harm or loss is called, last chapter we have already discussed, the answer is near miss, because near miss is an accident or hazard where there is no harm or no loss to any person or any property. Next question is working at very high or very low temperature may lead to which type of hazard? As we have already discussed, it is physical hazard, because Whether you touch it or not, it may cause harm to you. So next is OSA was established on. This is a very important question. OSA was established on 1970. Next is, what is the full form of NIOSH? NIOSH. NIOSH is National Institute for Occupational Safety and Health. You should remember it. What do you mean by indoor air quality? You see, indoor air quality means the air quality inside a room where several number of people are working there. Maybe there are some equipments, maybe computers, light. Then you see what is indoor air quality. But whenever we speak about the indoor, that is the workplace quality, then we see not only the air quality but also the illumination, comfort, all these things. But indoor air quality means it is not only the how indoor air quality is but also the comfort environment inside. So basically it depends upon temperature, humidity inside, level of CO2, etc. So next question, you see, what is the comfortable air temperature inside a room? It is 22 degrees centigrade. We'll discuss some more question answers. What is the fast method of identifying hazard? It's workplace inspection. Whenever there is an hazard or you are going to investigate the hazard, first thing we have to inspect your workplace where the work was going on. Next is full form of HACCP. It's Hazard Analysis Critical Control Point. It's very important. ISO, that combines the ISO 9001. 9001 means Quality Management System approach to food safety management and hazard analysis critical control point for a assurance of food safety at all level is the IS 22000. Next, what do you mean by Zone 0, Zone 1 and Zone 2 in safety? In safety, basically there are three types of zones. Zone 0 is much critical because it is the explosive atmosphere for more than 1000 hours per year. In a year, there are 860,000 hours. From that, if 1000 hours you are identifying the explosive atmosphere, then it is coming in the category of zone 0. Then zone 1, explosive atmosphere for more than 10 hours per year but less than 1000 hours per year, then it is zone 1. Zone 0 is very critical. Zone 1 is also critical. But if see zone 2, it is the explosive atmosphere for less than 10 hours per year. Means whenever there is an accident, by chance there is an accident inside an industry, then the situation is like this. So in this chapter we have discussed about the occupational safety hazards and the types of hazards with some signage examples, and also discuss some of the frequently asked questions. And this is all about the chapter. Thank you very much for listening, and we will again meet in the next session with some more attractive lessons. So goodbye, see you.